Okay. Okay. Lost Moon Bear, what is up? Let me we're just getting in here. Manny Fresh. You guys are always like right on it, man. You guys are always coming in right on time as we start here. Always appreciate it, guys. Evening, Luna Raven. What is up? Give me a second here, guys. We're just getting it started. That is not what I wanted. There it is. Just put that in the background. Getting YouTube chat. We're gonna get TikTok going now too. So I'm getting TikTok up and running as well too. And then TikTok stream is up. There we guys go. Sure the volume's not too loud. Oh. All right. Let me know if that's too loud, guys. I can lower it there, but let's see. Jigs, yeah, you called it very early. I just started. I meant to start like an hour ago, but had to wrap up some stuff in the store. Secret Lair SpongeBob cards. Heck yeah. Andres Games, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just being on standby. You guys know this, pretty much like, what's it called? I was gonna come in earlier today, but I was not. I was dealing with some stomach issues last night, so it was a long night for me last night, but we got in. Yeah, but these streams will be essentially the final streams of in the store for a while, just because I don't know, a lot of changes are about to happen right now, so we're gonna see how things go here. I just in a game of Warhammer Space Marine 2. Oh, nice. No, I was checking out like the Secret Lair. We have Dragons the Tarkir set coming out this weekend, so that's the big one that everyone seems to be getting hyped for. So, you know, there's that right now. Let me just bring this over here. This up over here. Get the other website up. Boom, bing, bang, boom. Get that website running. Get this screen closed up. There we go. All right, other website. There we go. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Shopify. What does a round mean in context of investing? Oh, it's so this is the final angel investment round. So I did a few rounds of this before. So obviously, when I started 10 years ago through now, we did, people have invested micro shares in between now and then. Since COVID, in the initial rounds, in the beginning when we went viral, we were looking into like franchising and stuff. We did an initial investment round, which was the first angel investment round that we did for the new company that we created for franchising, and eventually that would become the parent company of the everything that we're doing. And then in between that, as we were trying to further expand the franchise operations, we did a Regulation CF seed round funding. So it was a pre-money round of funding there. And then when that didn't work out, we spent the last 2 years recovering, going back to the drawing board, rebuilding, recouping, but as well as just, we were going into our 10th year of business this year. So we were like, okay, where did we go wrong? But also where can we improve upon, as well as redo, as well as what are some new services and things that we can put in place so that we are prepared for the ever-changing market, essentially. So this right now, where I am closing it up, depends. Actually, ET. There are definitely different ways to go about it in terms of like everyone has different. Everyone can put their own time span. Like there are companies that are like forever in an angel round until they go into like a seed round funding and so forth. This is right now we're currently in LLC. And so it's currently, we're selling out our my personal stake in the business. So it's like if you were walking up to any small mom and pop shop or any smaller business and you're like, hey, I would like to buy 1% of your business or 10% of your business or half a percentage of your business, and it's a private deal going on there. In terms of money goals wise too, everyone's a little bit different as well too. And yeah, no, rounds are definitely a little bit different and so forth. Are there compliance rules? Yes, there is. I'm not sure if you're a first time investor or you're just like, you're just testing me here. We'll have to see here, but there are different regulations and rules too. So for LLCs, every partner has to be registered as well as reported. And then you submit a Schedule K. So at the end of every tax year, I'm having a connection issue. Okay, we're back. Yeah, no, it's so for LLCs, there's a thing called Schedule Ks. And then C corporations and S corporations deal with different type of reporting for corporate shares and so forth. So I will be dealing with that in the next few months here because so the reason why we're capping and we're closing this round is because the next 2-3 months we're going to be working on the conversion process, and then everyone will be on shares. Now, it's not the same as the publicly traded shares. So if you were to go on to like Robinhood right now and you bought shares of Apple, there are different reports that you'll get for that one and tax implications for that one versus when we do our private offering of our private shares. So there's different regulations and regulations and stuff that go on. So depending on what you're doing and what scale you're trying to do, yes, there are different compliances as well. So for example, I'm trying to raise $500,000 via private equity. So in terms of like private sales and stuff of my equity stake. But if I want to go ahead and do a public campaign for micro shares to raise like $5 million, that is regulated by the SEC. And there's different formats and routes to go about that. And so, for example, 2 years ago when I did my Regulation CF round, which was the very early stages of crowdfunding that you can do, I did that, and it was that was registered with the SEC, and that's still there until it matures and everything. And we go from there. Yeah, but no, that's just it's all a part of, if you want to go ahead and invest into a company. Yeah, no, you're very welcome, brother. No, I appreciate you coming by and asking. Sorry, just adding water to my bottle. Oh, too much. Okay, there we go. That might put too much ice. I haven't hydrated very well today. Oh my gosh, Bravudo, what's going on? But yes, guys, this is the final days of me streaming from the store because we're monitoring. I appreciate that, ETT. No, yeah, like we're pretty much in the final days of I don't know. My wife can go into labor any day now, but unfortunately my work can't stop. We have to prepare for a busy weekend that's coming up here. Oh wait, actually, I believe I think I have a card to go to. Hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. I just realized I did not prepare. Oh God. Well, let me get this taken care of. Here we go. It's this Sunday. All right. So I gotta be ready by this Sunday. I do not ship to the United Kingdom, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Not yet, as of yet. I'm not at a scale of operations where I could potentially handle that kind of business. So I do apologize. I can't help you there right now. Oh, it's a little bit too bright. Let me. There we go. We're just gonna adjust a little bit there. Yep. No, I got to be home. My only problem is going to be I don't have necessarily a solid secondary setup option right now, so I'm trying to figure that out. I think I will have the at least the bare equipment to at least have a mic and at least one of the cameras I can take home as well too. So we should be good in that regard. But we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Yeah. But no, yeah, we'll just have to see kind of where everything goes. So pretty much this week is the final week for me to get, because next week my team goes out to C2E2, the big show out there. And then we have a show on Sunday that I may or may not go to, depending on when my wife goes into labor. We're not into April yet, but we're about 19 days away from her due date. But the thing is, my daughter is she's in between the weights of my two boys. So my oldest was around 6 pounds, 12 ounces. My youngest, now my middle child, he was at 7 pounds, 4 ounces, and she's sitting right around 7 pounds right now. And it's getting real. Her Braxton Hicks are getting closer and closer, and like every day it's just like are we going yet? And I still have so much to do right now. So, but with that said, Sacred Aura, what is up? If anyone has questions throughout this entire stream, once again, every day until I'm back home, just here to discuss pretty much the investment opportunities that we have right now, where we're at and where we're trying to be, and the things that we're trying to accomplish in the next month or two here before we get into the crucial summer months, and with the changes, and to see if anyone would be interested in coming in during this time. So we will do that. Let me I'm gonna move the chats around here. I won't be at Anime Boston this year, but that's one of the shows we'll look into next year, Ethan. My biggest thing is, we're still recovering from the last few years, and so last year I only did like 6 or 7 shows. I really narrowed it down, and this year we're upping it to like maybe 8, potentially 10, but we're gonna try to keep it to like 1 a month essentially. We have a brand new convention strategy for the last 3 shows have worked out pretty well, and so what we're hoping is that it just continues that trend, and we'll go from there. Sacred Aura, I swear you've been here before with that. I feel like you know these answers, or are you asking so I can get the conversation started? No, I could definitely go over it though. What benefits do you get as an investor? None. No, you have the it's the same thing as asking. No, obviously let's go through it. The ultimate benefit as an investor, especially an early one, is the potential return on investments. just like, what's the benefit of you putting a number on a roulette wheel? Well, you're risking it, number one, but you have a potential to hit a big return on investment if it hits, you know. So, ladies and gents, I know it's hard to believe, but investing is gambling on a much more larger scale and so forth. So, you know, there's that. Really quick over on TikTok, I met you at Comic-Con in Rhode Island. Oh, well, Ethan, I will be at Rhode Island Anime Con in June, and I will also be back at Rhode Island Comic Con in November. So you still have 2 opportunities to see, well, for us to catch up for sure. What's a better tag team or legend? Ooh. Ooh. Are we talking just in general? Anime, comic books, fantasy, real life? Or just like in general, if I were to pick any duo or tag team? Oh, Pokemon cards. Oh, I'm like the wrong person to ask that. I never played that era. I never collected or played that era, so I don't know if I can really say for sure. Huh. No, I'm sorry. I failed you as a Pokemon fan. I was only Gen 1 and Gen 2. So Red, Blue, and Gold and Silver era. So I was like Neo Destiny, and then that was really it. You can look them up and give an answer. I appreciate that. Okay, you give me a chance. Let me take a look here. Pokemon tag teams. Damn, there's some. Huh. Oh. Magikarp and Wailord, baby. No need to discuss anymore. Magikarp and Wailord. Done. They'll win by pure charm. Done. Magikarp and Wailord. That was a team up? I need this card. Is this card real? Hold on. I need this card. Oh my god, I want this card. All right. The Darkrai legend? No, yeah, there seems to be a whole ton of them. Gosh. I don't know a lot of the new gen stuff. Again, after Johto, I'd like, you know, after 250, I have like I have a general idea of who some of these Pokemon are, but I haven't really gotten into it, so we'll have to go in there. I will definitely be at Rhode Island Comic Con, but probably not the other. It's so close to. No, I got you. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But I'll see you in November then. Hopefully by then, like, we'll be a completely what you saw us do at the last Rhode Island Comic Con. I'm hoping to really expand upon that this time around. So, hope you're excited, man. All right, going back to some other questions. How can you secure your investment? You don't. There is no such thing as a safe investment. When you invest your money, it is at risk, and it's up to you to determine what risk level you are comfortable taking when you either invest into a company, a stock, or share, or a project. Oh yeah, we have a much more refined out version of that concept, so I hope you look forward to it. And so that, I mean, it's pretty much there. So in terms of like the riskier investment slash bet, typically ends up having the most, the higher, the highest potential reward. But again, the most risky is, but it's more risky. So it has a greater chance of potentially being worth nothing, or completely disappearing. So there's that there. If investing was 100%, then gambling wouldn't exist. Exactly, Pyramid Maker. Exactly. The amount of people that will comment being like, oh, it's like, people just don't get it. Like, they act as if investments are a surefire guarantee. And like, look at how the Great Depression, the 1920s and 30s happened, was because of that mentality. They're like, oh, it's just going to happen. It's just going to go up. We'll make a return. You fools. Everyone gambling is not a good thing to do. So always rule of thumb, whatever amount of money that you're gambling or you're about to invest, if you're not comfortable losing all that, you do not do it. If that money disappearing, if you can live without it, then that's fine. But if it's going to greatly affect your life and it will destroy your financial stability, do not do that. Do investors get any perks to the store? If so, not yet. So nothing. No. Right now, the members are only the ones getting the perks. Investors, it's something that I will work towards. It's something that, you know, I need to get on, not the same level of like AMC per se, but eventually we will work towards something where investors also have additional perks on top of ownership and stuff. But I need to recognize that there are those that will have different levels of investments involved. So I'm going to have to factor that in as well. What are your thoughts about royalties within investments? Taffy, what do you mean by that? Like, are you asking if like that's my goals, or in general? Zadarnet, what's going on? Jungle. Yeah, no, a few more. Yeah, no, Jungle. After you came in, a couple others. We had about 3,000 come on in, so you know it jumped up a decent percentage. We're now over halfway to our goal, our first goal. Obviously, the second goal we're probably not going to hit, and that's fine. There's just more shares for me to hold on to. But the right now, our initial goal for this, if we hit that 100% mark here, we're going to go into this weekend, next week, pretty much fully prepared. Like everything, we're ready to go. And then we're now into quarter two. We're off to a great start for quarter two. Sorry, I'm just looking at a couple things here. Interesting. I have to figure that out later. But yeah, no, I'll put it this way, guys. When I started this 3 weeks ago for like the final, the final push to the end of the month here, I wasn't sure if we were going to get any. So the fact that we're halfway towards a goal that I didn't think we were going to do, I'm more than grateful. It's given my team quite a boost, and we still got some things we got to work out, obviously, and that's what we've been doing on a daily basis. Every day something's happening, but every day something's always happening on both sides. So we're always just playing it by ear, taking it a day at a time. If we focus on too far ahead, it becomes like daunting. It's like, no, just focus on like day by day. And we'll get closer and closer to that final payment. The mentality I've seen to keep sound choices is never invest the amount that you've already invest in an amount you don't already own tripled. Oh, there you go. Or anything you're going to buy, don't buy unless you could buy 3 at least. Oh, Zadarnet. Oh, I forget what principle that's called, but that's not a bad discipline to have for sure. Unless it comes to like necessities, obviously. Minnesota, I appreciate that. Thank you. And obviously too, for those on TikTok, the app is once again, everyone's been forgetting about it, but a few days for has my live access been reviewed? What? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen on TikTok. It's just like, it's either going to stay or go. Who knows what's going to happen with that? So, but if it happens to go, consider following us on our other channels, Gamers Heaven Family, Gamers Heaven Fam on Instagram, Gamers Heaven Andrew on YouTube, and Gamers Heaven TV on Twitch. If you guys want to find us, all the links are in my bio as well too. In general, I'm trying to learn more about royalties. I watched Shark Tank. I'm still confused. So royalties are different from dividends. So Taffy, like the simple way to put it is this: when you invest into a company, there are multiple. This is why negotiations are always important when you're bringing on big investors, because they're going to want it many different ways. So let's say you are a company. So I'll just put it this way. What is a royalty? A royalty is a predetermined percentage or dollar amount off of a sale, off of your sales that you do, whether that's per item or overall net gross sales. So for example, let's say you're selling bottles of water and you're like, hey, for every bottle of water you sell, I want back 1 cent. So let's say it's $1, right? 1%. I want 1% royalties. That means for every dollar that's sold, like every bottle that's worth $1, you're giving me a penny. All right. Now, so think about that. So that's what royalties are. Now, sometimes you'll see them say, like, I want you to give me 5% royalties on all sales until you've doubled my investment back. Meaning what they're doing is they're giving you an investment loan, and their payment structure is based off of your performance. And so like that's what that is. Dividends is where you pay out after you've calculated profits. So same thing with the bottle, right? You sell $1 million worth of the bottles, right? So let's say you sell 1 million of these, right? 1%, $10,000. That's what the royalty would be. But let's say dividends. So out of that $1 million revenue, let's say your overhead was, let's just say $900,000. I just want to keep it nice simple. So you have $100,000 in profit. So if that person then bought 1% of that business, that year, the dividend payout that they would receive if they paid it all out would be $1,000 because that, 100,000, 1%. But that would be voted upon because most companies will either choose to reinvest back into their business so they don't pay any taxes, or they'll just pay it out because shareholders want the extraction on that. But again, royalties are based off of either per item or sale. So for example, we were franchising and we have a royalty fee for using our brand and our system and for us helping you open your business. And so that was a 6% royalty. So if you made $100,000 in any given month or year, you're giving us at the end of that a $6,000 payment as a royalty payment for that. So that's what that is. So I hope that makes sense, Taffy. If it doesn't, I can explain it to a little bit further, but that's how it works. Intro level. No, you're not rambling. You're fine. Imagine if it refers that stuff the other day. Oh no, you're definitely fine, Zadarnet. You're fine. Yeah, you always got to make sure you're making the right and go. Like, I'll put it this way for me, Zadarnet. Like, if anyone was looking at our situation right now, they would call me an idiot for getting rid of my equity stake so half-heartedly, if I'm so confident in the business. But the thing is, I was in a position last year where I had to be open to it. It's because, the store, pretty much the store was, pretty much hunkered down because of all these payments last year. And so was the overall company. And so for me, it was just like, between streaming and selling what we have and basing it off our revenues, where we couldn't reinvest. We were not able to reinvest into the business to continue the traction and growth. It's not like we had we actually still had traction going on with the store. People were still coming out. New people were still coming out. And I can tell you this, in the last 2 years, we probably missed a lot of opportunities to retain some new customers because we didn't have all the product and services that we would have liked at the store. But with that said, though, just knowing that people still believed in the concept that we were building was enough for me to go out and be like, okay, if I was already willing to sell the whole company right now, what's the big deal of me putting up my majority stake and my super majority stake, and then in order for us to not only survive but get to that position where we can grow again. So that's that is important. It's Gamers Heaven. The store's name is Gamers Heaven. Ashley, what's going on, Ashley? Really quick, guys. Station identification of like a radio show. We are currently live on 3 platforms. We're currently in on TikTok, which is this camera here, and then Twitch and YouTube, which is this camera over here. Are you gotta? I'm assuming you meant located. So, same question as Sam. It's we're located in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. We have a brand new franchise location. It's gonna be one of only 2 franchisees ever. Because going forward, we're no longer going to franchise. We're going to be the ones opening up the other stores. But we have a cafe lounge version of our business opening up in Santa Clara, California in the next month or 2 here. Phoenixville store has a lot of work to do now that we've, after 2 years of aggressively working on those payments, we've almost eliminated all of our bad debt. And then we're at the point now where we can finally start reinvesting back into the business. Franklin, thank you very much for the hearts. Wait, I admit it sounds scary if your shares get close to 51%, but I understand your logic and choices. No, Zadarnet, like I'm right there with you. Kumanaro, it's because it's potentially my last days because I don't know when my wife will go into labor. My wife can go into labor any moment now, any day. And as soon as that happens, I am now under house arrest for the next month or 2. So, especially because I stream at night, I need to go help her watch the kiddo at night. So I'll be doing whisper streams. So I think what's going to happen is let me mute the audio. So then we're going to be doing whisper streams. So at nighttime when I'm feeding her, can you guys actually hear me decently? This is the mic gain all the way up. So I'm not sure how the audio is coming through, but is it actually coming through pretty good? Is it like loud ASMR streams? I don't know. I've been practicing because I know this will strain your throat. So I'm just like, because the thing is, I still want to stream. This is like a great time to be able to like play games and stuff. So, wait, it works. Wait, can you guys actually hear me decently? This is also going to be a test where I might try to play horror games while she's sleeping. But if you haven't seen me play horror games before, I am terrible. I will yell. I will throw my shit. I am dead. But this will be like the ultimate test. Don't wake the baby. So while she's sleeping, I'll be playing like Silent Hill F. And I'll be like, fuck. Wow, this is so different. Okay, well, I'm going to lower it back down now. Okay, now we're back to normal voice. Okay, so you guys can still hear, okay? Like, no, that's actually I didn't really test it out before, but that would be, let me put the music back on. No, that's actually a good test for me to do in terms of, I don't know if I'm going to set up really ASMR. Yeah, I'm going to set up the stream setup either back down in the basement. Though right now I won't be playing any games because I don't have a means of capturing the games. The laptop that I was streaming off before was really only good for just chatting streams, which might be just fine. Like we can just do that. But you know, while I'm watching her at night, I'm going to end up playing some games and stuff. So I was just thinking, I was like, all right, if I can potentially get another desktop, by the way, which, at the goal, I would be able to pick up a Corsair PC to then bring back here. And then, so pretty much the monitor and the desktops and the desk can go back home. The accessories would stay here, but Corsair desktop, Corsair desk, and Corsair monitors would come in to replace everything. And then this setup will actually be completely formalized. It's kind of what it is. And then I will have my regular setup back at home again, and so that we can have those streams back in the basement again there. But keep in mind too, that will only be for a few weeks as my wife gets settled back into, it's gonna be postpartum, so it's going to be after, it's going to be rough for a few weeks for her after she gives birth. So that's why I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be home, maybe once a week, depending on You know, if everything's good at home, I will come back to the store to still stream once a week or so from the store. But at least for the first few weeks after she gives birth, I will be streaming from home, and we'll take it from there. And hopefully, TikTok doesn't go away. Mr. Murr, thank you very much for the rose. Thank you very much for the gift donation. Reminder, guys, all gift subs, bits, and live gift donations all go to my staff, my wonderful staff. We really appreciate it, guys. I didn't realize, I saw a wave of videos today about the whole TikTok being banned again. I was just like, oh yeah, that's right. The 90-day extension expires in a few days. I was just like, I totally forgot about that. So it's a little saddening, but it is what it is right now. Once again, everyone that ended up getting a sub yesterday or gift subbing throughout the weekend, we ended up giving away a Journey Together Elite Trainer box. And, thankfully, it was Ryu Kaze. He ended up getting some good pulls, but just phenomenal last week, guys. We got up to over 50% of our goal pieces of every one. Excuse me. I think our followers grew too. Hold on, let me take a look at the followers. I think our Twitch followers are up right now. My goal is to be at 10,000 by the end of the year. And my goal is to be at 10,000. Oh, geez, that's going to loop. Sorry about that, guys. We're at 8.3. Let's go. Hold on. Let me get to creator dashboard, stream summary. Hey, we're almost at 8,300 officially. We're at 8,278. Every day, just a handful of new followers. Like, before TikTok goes away, I've been spending the last year. It's essentially a 1-year campaign of trying to bring as many of the TikTok followers over onto Instagram or to Twitch here or YouTube, so we can continue our relationship and growing our community and stuff. So we're still getting there. This music is very relaxing. Cappers, what's going on? Cappers with the resub. Let's go. 17 months. Damn. Good evening, Danny. Sorry, I'm just... It's still hard. Like, we're not there yet. Like, we still have a lot of work to do, but the fact that we're here, whether or not, we hit the goal, I don't think it matters right now. I'm still here. I'm still, God, I'm sorry. Like, she's, I've been getting nervous because of, just kind of everything going on right now. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm worried, I know I'm not ready. I'm just, I don't know how some of the other creators who have kids do it. They balance, oh, really quick, my big toe. The Raleigh store, once again, so thank you for still following us for the Raleigh store. They're currently waiting to see how the San Jose store does, because they're opening up with their new cafe lounge concept of the business. Also, they're going to see how we renovate. So right now, the reason for me raising funds right now is so that we can start the renovation process of the home store to get the design language and everything that we need up to our new design language. And so that they can then go ahead and assess what the new direction of our business is, and they can go one of two ways. And then on top of that, we have already agreed to go and help fund their store. So even though they're our franchisee, we're also going to help open them up. And so that'll be one of the first expansion stores that we do, because Mark and Tish, the franchisees down there, they've been with us for several years now. They are lifers. They've been with us through the good and the bad. And so we want to make sure that they get opened as well too. But my mission right now is we need to get this place, our foundations rock solid, and our foundations with our cafe lounge business, with our San Jose store rock solid. And then we go from there. So there's that. Oh, you just finished your exam? No matter the outcome? Good job. You got through it. You got through it. Cappers, it's just like us right now. For us, like, no matter what the actual outcome is, as long as we can get through June, you know, we're gonna make it. For me right now, I just need to make sure that, because I had this feeling with Daniel when he was born, back in 2019. My wife gave birth to him in the car, and then there is like time just kind of stops. I was driving to the hospital, and there's this moment when a baby is born where, remember, they're breathing and living through the umbilical cord, so they don't, you know, that you try to wake them up and you get them to take their first breath. That's why they start crying. That's why you want a crying baby, because it's their first breath, the first sounds that they're doing and emitting, and they need to get all that fluid out and everything. You know, it felt like an eternity, but Sarah told me it was only like a few seconds. But, you know, he came out and he was just, you know, and the thing is, they're very pale because there's no there's oxygen flowing to them, but they're very pale when they come out. You don't have the reds in them yet. And, you know, she was holding him, trying to wake him up. And, you know, for me, for a split second, I was just like I was worried, because I was like, is he okay? And they finally cried, so it's just that big relief. And for me right now is, for our daughter, you know, she's not out yet, but she means the world to me already. And if she comes out early, which all signs are pointing towards she's going to come out early because of how developed she is right now and how much my wife is like suffering right now. You know, she will have to be in the NICU for a while. And I've seen other parents see their baby in the NICU and everything, and but I don't know how I'm going to react. Like, I think I'm going to be a freaking mess if that happens. But even now, for me too, I'm just like, I hope I'm a good dad. You know, for me, I want to be a good boss. I want to be a good employer. I want to be a good husband. I want to be a good dad. And I want to be there. This music sucks. This music's getting me emotional right now. No, I just, I've been going, sorry, I don't mean to, I'm dumping right now. I'm dumping on you guys right now. No, it's just the last few weeks, it's been getting worse. I think ever since I went to the hospital to check out the maternity ward, I think that's when it started hitting me. I made the bed, and I'm just like already kind of imagining her laying there, and I'm like, oh shit, this is happening. This is happening sooner than I thought. My wife's been through so much too, and so this is why, like, I'm always going through so many things right now. I can't. It's like, you know, the business is everything right now, because this is what's going to support not just my family, but my employees, my current team right now, who I also want to take care of. Like, my first priority is to try to get everyone health insurance right now. Everyone sacrificed so much for us to get to this point, and I just want to make sure, like, I take care of them. Like, say what you want about me. I'm not here to, like, you can call me a scammer, grifter, all you want, but I'm trying to raise funds so that we can not only rebuild and become stronger than we were before, but I can also finally take care of my people. Not the Asian Korean people. You guys know what I mean. Everyone who's been with me from the last 10 years to even the last few months. And most importantly, my wife. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm just like pyramid maker. First off, thank you for still sticking around. No, we live in a world right now where, what do you mean your people? Like I gotta like, it's sad that I need to, like, that I have to think that way. Like, this is the day and age right now where you can say something like wholesomely, and then people be like, excuse you. I'm like, oh shit. It's sad. This is the times we live in right now. But we're here. Yeah, no, it's been I don't know. I think this year has been the most challenging of this past year and a half. Um, you did not just say that. No, you did not just. Oh no, I'm not even going to acknowledge it or repeat it, but it's true. No, no, but it's just man, what's it called? Maintaining your day job, your business, maintaining a channel and an online presence and streaming on top of balancing your home life. Like playing games with friends and mutuals is one thing, but being able to spend time with your own kids is, I think, more important. And I hate that I have to choose between the two. You know what I mean? Like I actually hate that, because it's like streaming has now become my job, a part of it, right? And it's just like, so I need to be streaming and play games and do all this. I'm like, I hate that I can't, like, so that's why part of me wanted to do it with my kids, but then I also don't want to expose them to the internet life, at least that early. You know, I want them to actually have a childhood and, you know, be able to enjoy all that. And so, like, I got to find that balance. And, I think eventually, I think what's going to happen with me is, I think, as we, the Amish child, Pyramid, I swear, the side comments you're making. Homelander, welcome back, man. Once again, guys, we're currently live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. So if I respond to a comment or acknowledge someone or say something and you're like, huh? It's most likely one of those other channels. But welcome in, guys. One of the things I wanted to do was eventually the basement will become like our game room, essentially, where the stream setup is like seamlessly integrated into like a living room game setup, where me and the boys can play games together and we can play as a community. So we can do like Minecraft, we can do Mario Party and Mario Kart and some of these other like group games and stuff together. They're playing Astrobot, we can play that together. They actually like to watch me play Final Fantasy, so they can come in and watch that. I'm gonna play Lunar, and like I hope we get to the point where we're playing games together. And I think my boys can, like, I don't mind them getting involved in that regard. I know you guys have personally enjoyed, what's it called? My son scaring the shit out of me when I play horror games at home by myself. He's done that twice to me now. And there's clips of it on TikTok and on Twitch for that. But no, lady, no, I appreciate that. But that can only go so far. Like I recognize that and I appreciate that, and they appreciate the level of work I put towards them, and what they know my intentions. They know that I'm not some like corporate overlord just screwing them over. Like they know exactly what my financial situation is, my home life, my work life. Like I have no balance. Work life balance, there is no such thing. It's just chaos. Like if you guys play Warhammer, in the 40th century, there is just war. Like there's just war. That's my life. Like it's just there's no peace. There's no balance. You know, on one side I'm fighting the forces of chaos. On the other, I'm dealing with Xenos. On the other side, I'm dealing with the freaking Tyranids. Like it's just war on all fronts. Like it is just there is no peace in the galaxy. Right, it's a good comparison. That's literally what I'm dealing with. But I need to, that's why, like, you know, for me in the next few months, I do want to go ahead and get the resources I can so that I can finally put my people in a good place, financially, health insurance wise. They have backups, so there's more employees. The store is at a much higher capacity, We have more opportunities for more retail and more food sales. So like everything will balance out if I give them the tools. And so like we're working towards that. Whether or not we get it or not, it doesn't matter. We're always moving forward. It's just a matter of like, we're in a Mario Kart race, can we get a blue shell and maybe some mushrooms to like go to get caught up on the race. But if not, that's fine. We'll have to grind through the rest of the level and we'll get there eventually. But yeah, that's how we're doing it. As a parent, you get that. Yeah, no, it's just I can tell now with my oldest getting older, he just a few months ago wanted to do so much more stuff with me, and now it's like he would like to, but he's like, I know that you're not really you're busy right now. I'm like, oh, and there are days where he's disappointed. Like on Sunday, I was like, hey, I'm going to work. He's like, oh, aren't you going to watch a movie with us? I'm like, my heart. But Dad's trying to get everything set so I can be home a little bit more often for you guys. I am no longer franchising. Big Booty Bryce? No. I still have 2 franchisees that kept their contracts over the last 2 years, and one is actually opening up a new concept version of our store, which is the cafe lounge version of our business in Santa Clara, California. I have another one in Raleigh, but they're the only 2. Merlin, oh, you did send me an email. Let me make sure that came through. Also, welcome back to the stream, buddy. What's it called? Big Booty Bryce. I went through it was extremely terrible learning process, but learning process nonetheless, trying to franchise and a lot of ups and downs. But ultimately, we definitely worked on, we got through it. And the biggest lesson learned is not going to franchise ever again. We're going to just open it ourselves. We're going to go in and out style and do it ourselves. Trying to see here. Did you send it, Merlin? Did you send it today or tomorrow? Oh, sorry. Did you send it yesterday or today? Oh my God, I'm not speaking right. Yesterday or today? Because I'm not seeing it quite there. And then, oh man, I was hoping, but if you do again, this concept is amazing. No, I appreciate it. No, it's more along the lines of like, I like instead of franchising, the thing is not everyone is going to have the ability to have $500,000 to $1 million+ to open up one of these places, especially with the new inflation, further inflation, tariffs. Now it's going to be closer to like $1 to $2 million to open up a small version of this thing. And it's sad that that's where we're at, but that just means that more people won't have the opportunity to get, like, it's going to become harder and harder to get into this industry if they want to do a brick and mortar business. So the way I see it is, especially when the first go around when I was franchising, I met so many good people that could be great managers and employees and leaders of the stores and businesses. And so my thing is, this time around, let me rebuild a foundation, because I did open up a flagship store via franchising, but I lost that. It's no longer like it's no longer under us, and I can't use that. And so for me, it's just like, it's like a Thanos moment. Fine, we'll do it ourselves. I'm doing what I should have done from the beginning and make our store the flagship store and perfect it, not pour all this money and resources trying to help other people open up their own businesses and focus on us. Like, people can point fingers and argue with me all you want, but we're here now, and that's what we're working on. And then I will, and then once we're there, we're going to be for the better, and we're going to be a stronger version of ourselves. And then we're going to start, I'll have a core team that will go out and essentially, like In and Out. What In and Out does is they procure a building, do the construction, and then a team comes in, they do all the opening, they get everything designed, set up, get going, they train a core team to run that place, and then it moves on. It's a factory line of stores that happen. So that's what I would love to. That's what I was going to do. In and Out was your first job, so that's my thing. So In and Out is that exact model that I want to follow in terms of opening. So we're going to do that. No, I appreciate it. So obviously, there's going to be a lot more investments going forward to get it where it needs to go there. Merlin, I'm not seeing the email. You send it to Andrew@gamersheaven.com, correct? Um, I'm not seeing it in my my spam. Can you private message me? I'll see it under request. So go to my profile and request a message with your email. Like, just if you can do that for me, I can go in and accept on the back end after the stream tonight, so that I can also communicate with you there. I actually just cleared it out, so you'll be one of the first people with the message communication, especially before TikTok disappears. Let's see if we can get connected, because I'm not seeing that email right now. Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. I got it. Let me see. You said it was milk. Yep. No, I got it. I have it right here. The screenshot's not on it, though. Sorry, I was looking for your your proper name appeared in front of it, so that's what I looked at there. So there's that. No, you got it. No, we're good. No. You got no. It's me. Go ahead and send a screenshot. Yeah, no, I see it right here. Yeah, your name starts with a T, so I'll leave it at that. No, we're good. I see it here. Brandon, great question. Where did it go wrong? When did you notice the shift away from your original concept? So, in terms of the overall business concept, nothing wrong there, because it's working still. My franchisee actually had to say it to me. He was like, it's not that your franchise efforts failed, is you trusted the wrong people. The people you picked didn't execute it the way you had wanted to. They did not execute your plan. People changed it. People altered it. They didn't have the right resources. They misrepresented things. And they wanted to do their own. No one actually. We didn't get a proper Gamers Heaven store open outside the home store. And so he was just like, nobody actually opened it. So I'm not going to sit here as your franchisee and tell you that your franchisee failed, because no one actually did their fucking job. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. So he yelled at me. He's like, stop saying that your franchise efforts failed, because it never actually was given it a proper chance. I was like, oh my God, Dennis, you're being so aggressive with me right now. But no, it was just but it was the truth of the matter. But in terms of the operational side of things, it was not a matter of it not working. It's we needed to put in the proper attention to it. So, for example, inventory. On one hand, you can say, well, your retail sales were poor, but then on the other, if you look at the context, we didn't have that much variety in SKUs. One of the problems of you trying to cater to multiple genres and hobbies is it is ridiculously expensive to cater to Gundam, figures, Warhammer, Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, board games, clothing, D&D. Just those alone, you're looking at several $100,000 worth of inventory that you need to have. And so when we got out of COVID and I focused on trying to get other stores open, I hyper-focused our inventory on statues and figurines at the time, because that is what was in demand from 2020 through 2021. And the way figurine sales work is you actually have to order that stuff 9 months to over a year in advance. And so when stores would open, we wanted to make sure that they had a proper inventory to open. So I was ordering stuff for 5 to 10 stores and our convention and our online operations. So a prime example would be this exact Miku figure, this and another one. We had two Sekai versions. You'd be like, oh, getting one case of 6, that's not too bad, right? The first store. Yeah, I ordered 240 of these and so forth. So I got pallets upon pallets of individual items. So I would ultimately I was sitting on a handful of inventory of unique SKUs, but I had a crap ton of it. So think about it, it's like if you had $100,000 of either 20 to 50 SKUs, so 50 unique items, or $100,000 of 500. what has the greater opportunity of selling those individual items. So that was the biggest thing. And so variety was the biggest thing in terms of for retail. Food and beverage capacity. So again, because I didn't put I put all our resources into franchising and supporting those franchisees in their efforts to open. I didn't put those resources into the store. So the store side of things. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? It started raining. The capacity of our kitchen is way below where it needs to be, because the way the kitchen's still set up, it's still optimized for my foot traffic and my business 7 years ago when we came here in 2018. It's like the ultimate version of that version of the business. Right now, oh my God. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Hold on. I'm going to just crank my volume up all the way. That's rain. That was thunder. What Mississippi to Mississippi? So okay, we'll go back to normal things. Sorry about that. No, it's just that's I'm glad I took our family car today, not the Stinger, because slip and slide, yay. It's raining hard right now, so hopefully we don't. If we lose power, I'm just going straight home. So actually, no, I can't go home. I gotta bust out the generator and make sure we plug in our fridges. Hopefully we don't lose power. Hey, that's the last thing I need to deal with. No, but yeah, no, our food service capacity was definitely not there. So, literally right now, like, for example, we got eventually to 2 air fryers, 1 Mary Chef, a 4 noodle ramen cooker, and in a convection oven for pizza, chicken fingers, and so forth. And we're at a point where we have we like, if we get a little bit of a rush, like if I get a handful of orders in a row, all of a sudden orders are backed up 40 minutes to an hour, because we just don't have the capacity, the cooking capacity to meet our new demand. Like, we have vastly more people coming into the business than we did 5-10 years ago. And so we're not able to cater to that. We have yet to hit any type of proper potential of the food side of the business, because we don't have a proper barista station made for the coffee culture here. It may not be as mature as the West Coast, but people still want it. There's lines over at Starbucks still because people want their coffee. And so there's a unique opportunity here with the growing demographic in this area, that we still, to have our version of a Tokyo style, anime style cafe space here. So getting that barista station out, being able to bring out. So one of the changes we want to do is bring out all the boba tea and drink beverage machines and setups out to the barista station area. So all of a sudden we can literally, if we remove all that, we could triple the amount of cooking devices we can have in the kitchen, as well as increase our food storage capacity. So all of a sudden, what would have taken us an hour to produce, let's say with the same volume of people, I want to bring that service window down to 20 minutes. Rather than keep it at an hour. So if we hit a rush, 20 minutes is the longest you're gonna have to wait, is what I wanna be at, rather than the hour that we got to. But what comes with that is also having dedicated kitchen help. So having someone do the cooking, have someone dedicated to doing the drinks, split division of labor. And that way we can comfortably, we're on Grubhub right now, but get onto DoorDash, get onto Uber Eats and start catering more to that, get the branding up for that, and really get the food service going. And that's what we want to do with, that's why I've been wanting to do for the last 5 years. But again, like I faced a setback. Like, again, we never got a proper store opened that had the full kitchen and everything I wanted to do. And then by the time I realized, like, I had to stop franchising and stop bleeding money, I had to spend the last 2 years recovering from that. Whereas, yes, in hindsight, all the money that we had raised and borrowed, and had I put it into the store, we'd be having a much different conversation right now. Yes, I admit that, and I understand it. My play space, the land center, the card displays, the manga cafe area, the private rooms, everything can be worked on. But why I say the concept's still working is people are coming for that. The concept of the community emphasized business, where our goal is to provide you an overall experience rather than trying to sell you a certain retail product. People are coming in for that. People love that here. We're at the point now where on certain days of the week, we run out of, like, we tore down the theater room so we can add 6 more tables, and we're still running out of seating space. So the renovations we want to actually do is to maximize our seating capacity, and to really, like, everything from the seating capacity to the retail presence to all the entertainment side of things, really just refine each and every single area like we should have before. What's your weakest link currently? What's holding the business back that you're currently addressing? It's an all of the above. I'm not trying to cop out with that answer. It's all of the above, because it's each area could definitely use improvements right now. Because again, right now the store is still lingering from the recovery from COVID. But the thing is, every area is making money. The board games, D&D, Warhammer, FGC, Land Center side, food, and everything. Everything is making money right now, and it's steadily growing still. Like, we're finally, like, little by little, now that we paid off some of the bigger debts, we're now growing our inventory again. We're putting we're reinvesting back into the business little by little. Brandon, I encourage you, if you haven't already done so, go check out our website, gamersheaven.com. If anything, let me do this for you guys. For those of you on TikTok, I used to play, I don't know where that video went. Hold on. Let me put that video back. So I used to loop a video. So I would play this. So the video up top, you can see it. You can see where we started. You can see where we started and kind of where we ended up. So I know you can't see it really. If you back out, if you just back out, you get rid of the chat window or go full screen, you can see it. But that growth we experienced for the first 5 years, even till now, like, without really putting much money back into the business, we have kept growing year over year in people. The reason why the last 2 years we really, we had losses or drops in sales, it's because we didn't get new inventory. People are coming in, but there's nothing to buy. Like, by the Christmas season, if those that were here, the store is practically empty, because again, we had ordered excess amounts of the same items, and we had the same product for 2 years. We revolved the Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon stuff, but we did what we needed to do to pay those things off. You don't just magically pay off $800,000 of debt by doing, by doing nothing. Like, you just don't, you gotta do what you gotta do what you need to do. We didn't have money to reinvest. Every dollar that came in had to go back out into paying those things and just churning over and moving forward. So yeah, like, people who like to point out, oh, the last 2 years since, that, or 5 years, he hasn't done it. No, like, we've kept growing. I just haven't had the ability, like, because of the franchising side, I hampered my own ability to go ahead and put back in. Lloyd, yeah, no, it's the thing is, I don't know when the last day is going to be, because I don't know when Sarah's going to go into labor. So it's just like, I don't know when that's going to be. Hold on, let me put Lloyd's fault. By the way, guys, For those of you right now in the Gamer 7th Division, everyone here in the Gamer 7 community, tomorrow is going to be a special occasion. So I will be coming on for a few hours so that we can then raid our friend Lloyd's new reveal stream tomorrow, new model. Tomorrow, right? You're not doing the April Fool's thing. It is happening tomorrow, right? There's none of this April Fool's business going on. 9 p.m. Eastern time. No, Andrew Stewart, and then I'm delivering the baby. No, it's because we're currently in, I don't know when my wife's going to give birth, but we're at the point now where as soon as my wife goes into labor, I won't be able to stream from the store anymore. So I'll be streaming from my house. But unfortunately, I only have like a minimal setup at the home. So it'll be mostly just chatting streams from my house, but we'll go from there. It is tomorrow. Let's go, Huntington. Thank you for the follow. When do you expect to be fully out of debt and in positive? So, Step Koi. So there's a mixture. So when at the height of it all, right, April 2023, we were at 1.3 million in debt. 800,000 of it was bad debt, meaning short-term debt. So things like back rent to the landlord, inventory loans, not lines of credit or credit cards and long-term loans, but MCA loans. So for those of you that don't know that term, merchant credit loans. Those are the worst ones because those are I would say these are the predatory small business loans, because what those are, when you start a small business and you can't get a bank loan, right? Let's say like they don't really give those out anymore. You can't get a bank loan to fund your business, to get a long-term loan, you know, right? Like get $100,000, $200,000 to start your business, 5-10 year finance at the SBA rate. And you know, you're paying $500 a month, right? Like this is rough ball numbers, right? No, you can't get that. So you start with what you can get. You start building up your business. And let's say you're doing well. Clientels are coming in, business is going good, but then you need more money in order to scale, to get it to where it needs to be. Right? It's getting there, but it's not quite there. And you need more funding to just get yourself a few more months, get an employee, do some changes to get the revenue higher. The bank still won't give you a loan. So this is what Square, Shopify, PayPal, and all these other merchant credit companies will do is they'll offer you a short-term loan. It's a special finance loan where it's like, hey, we'll give you the $100,000 you need. And all it takes from us, we'll give you a fixed interest up front, say 16%. So you had to pay us back $116,000. We'll take it via multiple ways. You have to pay it back within 6 months to a year. So if you just simply calculate that, that's over $10,000 a month that you have to pay. But they're going to take it either automatic withdrawals weekly, which was PayPal, big monthly payments, which was Cabbage, or what's it called? Square was Square and Shopify. New follower, let's go. Thank you for the follow. Square and Shopify loans go off the percentage of your sales. So it can be low as like 5% all the way up to 30% of your revenue to pay it back. Now, if you're thinking it, you're rough calculating, you're like, well, that doesn't sound too bad. That's how they get you, because it is actually terrible. You're technically borrowing against your future revenue, of which whatever you put that money into needs to outpace that future revenue. Otherwise, you're actually going to put yourself in a position because you're going to use it all to do what you need to do. And if that does not work out, you're now in a position where it's crippling debt. Now, here's the worst part, Step Koi. Let's say you get halfway through paying it off, 70% of paying it off, but you're short of making rent. You're short of doing this, or you need more money so that you can get the new release of something or to make an expansion. So conveniently, they'll come back and be like, hey, we'll offer you a new loan of a higher amount with another interest on top of it, of which you can use a part of to pay off your existing loan and continue. And it's a revolving door. And unfortunately, many businesses, not just ours, many businesses end up taking that and it puts them in a situation. Now, I was in a pretty rough situation 5 years ago. So the first 5 years of the business, I had to rely on those loans to do what I did. But as you can see, I kept putting it back in and we kept growing, which shows you that my concept was working, was growing. But again, my original business plan called for $500,000 up front to open. I started with $30,000. And so everything went into it, right? But January of 2020, you guys know where I'm going with this, it was our record month. It was like, oh my goodness, we can do this. 6 more months of this, we're now going to be paid off of those MCA loans. And all we have left is some, just some of the more long-term loans from partners. And we're going to be done. Like 2020 was going to be the year where we're going to be debt-free and making a profit. And then COVID hit. And I had to sell everything. You're going to see it there. I sold off everything we had to pay off those debts, to pay the bills, to pay the rent, to do what I can. I didn't get PPP because I didn't pay myself for 5 years. I had almost no payroll for 5 years because everything was going back into the business to pay those bills, to pay those MCA loans, to keep going and keep growing. And so I barely got any PPP. That was just a reality of the situation. But let's get to where I am. Sorry, this is a long ass answer, but I hope it's helping you. Like, again, context matters. People are going to hear blah, 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 failure, and other people are going to want to know the context behind it. So that $800,000 of bad debt, you have the PayPal loans, Square loans, Cabbage loans, the inventory loans from the distributors, which was the bulk of it, back rent from the landlord from obviously the COVID times that we just kept pushing down because we were trying to grow the business. And all of that had a potential to shut us down. Like, we couldn't operate. We couldn't restock. We couldn't obviously get anything. We couldn't get any new stuff on net terms anymore until we paid off those loans. And so it was just like, what are we going to do? Because 500,000 of it was all personal loans. So majority of them held by me and my family, and then other business partners who don't care about it coming back immediately. They're like, hey. And so it was a long year and a half, and obviously renegotiating, speaking with obviously the creditors and other places, debt settlements and so forth. In the past year and a half, we eliminated the $800,000 of bad debt, of which only 2 payments are remaining, and that is gone. And all that's remaining is all the long-term stuff. So we've gone from paying over $30,000 a month all of 2024 to paying the majority of it off, so that by January of this year, we got down to $10,000 a month. And then after June 1st, we'll be at $2,500 a month. So there's still gonna be debt payments, but like, that is so much more manageable than what we were at last year. Oh no, Poggers, if you're just seeing the comment of last stream for the store, it's because my wife can be going into labor any day now. And so once she goes into labor and gives birth to my daughter and our 3rd child, I'm on house arrest for at least a few weeks or a month. So I'll be streaming from my house. So people have been getting used to me streaming from the store this past month. Background noise, seeing the customers and everything. And that won't be happening for a hot minute. So there's that. So I apologize. I didn't mean that to be a clickbait title in that regard. I was just saying, I wanted to get the conversation started in terms of like, just joined house arrest, Jonathan. Let's go. No. It's not house. It's my wife could be giving birth at any day now. And so once she goes into labor and gives birth, we come home. There is no more late night evening streams for Andrew at the store, where it's been great energy, customers interacting, employees interacting. No, I gotta be at home. I gotta stream from home so that I could be there to the evening shifts are gonna be dad shifts. So I'm gonna be streaming with my daughter at times, where she'll be next to me. So there's no more, like, there might be times where she's asleep. I do ASMR streams, or working it out. So we're gonna figure it out there. Sorry for that. I actually legitimately did not mean to make that the negative connotation of a clickbait. Hold on, hold on. Let me add to that. New baby on the way. There we go. There we go. New baby. Oh, that's too long. Final stream from store. New baby on the way. That's okay. That's a little bit better. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you guys. I'm sorry. New baby on the way. So I'm going to be home. Hold on a second here. Let me see here. Okay, Andrew, please be honest. How much would you need to keep the store up and running? I mean, we're up and running. Like we're just struggling because I'm not. We're like all the partners aren't taking paychecks. I'm actually behind 8 paychecks right now personally, because again, we're just trying to pay this stuff off so that we can start putting money back into the store again. Like we started to back in January, but it's been a slow winter, so we're taking it as it is. But once we make these last payments, it's like freedom. So we're there. But right now, the funding that we're trying to raise right now, so our minimum goal that we've been trying to raise by, you know, the next week or two here is 50,000. We raised over about 26,000 of it right now, so we're almost there. That was to essentially help round out me not being available at the store so we can hire on additional help. We're also taking care of our current staff, so instead of waiting after June to get them on health insurance, we were going to speed that up and get them on now, so that in the next 2 months here, as we're working through, it's going to get busier. We're also increasing our inventory. We're starting to make some improvements to the kitchen. No, it's not the entire renovation that we would like to do, but it's to make some meaningful improvements to get us started. But the biggest thing is going to be bringing in the architect to go ahead and redesign everything from the kitchen, cafe space, retail section, and the all the play spaces and everything. Blueprinting, submitting the construction, getting the permits and everything, getting everything approved by the city, so that we can start working on this stuff little by little. It's not going to be a full gut and remodel, but a refacing, refresh, retrofitting, to the point where like we're going to work on the floor little by little. New furniture will come in little by little. So my actual renovation budget of $300,000 to $500,000, I'm hoping to do throughout the rest of the year, but whether we do that or not, it's not going to stop our daily operations, if that makes sense. Ideally right now, yes, if someone gave me a $500,000 check, boom, we're hiring the staff that we need, online help and so forth. Renovations are started. Everything's ready to go. So by our 10-year anniversary in August, we're having our grand opening, and we're going full steam ahead into the fall season. That's like ideal, but I worked 10 years. I've never been in that position before in terms of having all of my budget and resources in the beginning of what I'm trying to do. So like I'm kind of used to this, getting whatever resources and help we can get and then working with that. So that's not going to change in terms of going forward. And so, yeah, so it's just like, that's just what we're working with and everything. But that's mainly what I want to do. Like, to give you guys perspective, we have 6 employees right now. 6 of which are all at the store. And for me, it's just all the money we make online goes right back to the store to help pay the bills, to help pay the you know, not just the employees, but then the loan payments, which keep coming out. On top of that too, this year, our rent and our utilities went up almost 40%. So I'm having to try to counteract that, and to keep piling on. Now the tariffs have been solidified. So now all of my recent invoices have a magical surcharge of a 25% surcharge on all of them now. So it started, folks. Like, it's, for those of you that still don't know, we pay the tariffs, not the country exporting. We pay it. You pay it. They don't. Oh my gosh. Dude, Young Dreads, I don't even get enough to sell to scalpers. Like I wish this stuff was made in this country Like, duh, buy American. Then I wish all the stuff that we sell was produced domestically. Now, thankfully, Magic and Pokemon are actually produced in the country. So, like, that's going to be fine. And some of the stuff is produced in Japan, so that's not tariffed either. So we shall see what's going on. But there's like a ripple effect going on everywhere. Yeah, it's sad to say, though, like, none of the gaming... By the way, yeah, fun fact, almost none of the gaming supplies and games are produced in the country. No, not closing. Read the other title, new baby on the way. So I'm going to be under house arrest any day now once the baby is born. And so I'm going to be home to support my wife in the evenings because I work during the day. I pretty much work all day, like day and night. So when I stream in the evenings, I got to do it from home so that I'm there to take care of her and stuff. God, people have no business acumen. Oh my gosh. But no, we're not going anywhere. We're not moving. Don't worry. We're just renovating the current business and stuff. Infamous. New York City. I'll put it this way. I wouldn't do it right now. Everything is hyperinflated. The cost of you opening up your business right now is too much. It's too much. Your rent's the highest it's ever been. Especially now because of the tariffs, the cost of you getting the fixtures, the items that you need to open up your store, is going to be way more expensive. Yes, there are things you can get that are made in the US, but that's not everything. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we import a shit ton of stuff, and all of that stuff just got hella more expensive. That's great. Like, if you're here being like, just buy American, we can just produce it here. That's great. It's going to take a lot more effort to start building the infrastructure here to make all that stuff here and everything. And it's going to be many years. That doesn't solve the situation right now where I can't buy any of that shit right now because they don't make it in America right now. So unfortunately, that dumbass statement sorry, I'm getting mad because that dumbass statement does not help here. This is not political. Right now, our situation is, the reality of the situation is this: everything is more expensive. None of the stuff that you really need to do is produced here. So you have to import it and you have to pay those fees. Everything just got more expensive. Like, this is not a political thing. Point me in the direction where all of this stuff is produced in this country, and I'll go get it from them. Unfortunately, it's not. So sorry. That's my angry rent talk for the day. Gosh, people are fucking idiots. I'm just like, IKEA is Sweden. Oh my gosh, it's so true. Even like, people are like, oh God. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Like, obviously, like, you know, like things like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, that's all produced here. That's fine. Like, the things that are getting affected, like, I'll put it this way, in my business, obviously boba tea, all the supply cups and materials, they're imported. Half the shit's imported. Like, all the card sleeves, board games are imported. Some of them are produced in the US. Majority of them are made in like Denmark and Germany. That's going to become imported. God damn. Fabric and materials. You're like, well, it's like, no, we don't have textile here. We don't have a robust textile industry anymore. That was during the industrial age, you know, back when we had like, you know, the bad labor, the bad type of labor. Like, we don't live in that era anymore. So we imported all our textiles. Like, that's important. All the raw materials and goods. Oh, folks, the amount of resources we import here, not just finished goods, but raw material comes in too. It's bad. It's bad. Actually, Eddie, we're about to open up. Ironically speaking, you say that. Santa Clara, California. one of our remaining franchisees is going to open up in literally not right across, but down the street from Santa Clara University in the next month or two. He's in his final stages. Before TikTok goes away, feel free to follow their Instagram and TikTok page, Gamers Heaven Bay Area, for more information on there. Sorry, for those of you on Twitch, let me go back to your questions here. Sorry, guys, I'm on multiple. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok right now. So let me go and answer here. How was the draw yesterday? Oh, Pokemon. Oh, we killed it. Sion, we got over 147 subs, so entries. Ryu Kaze ended up winning the ETB box, and he got, I think, 2 illustration rares and a hyper rare out of it. So that's already shipped out. That's on his way to him right now. So once again, everyone that's either purchased anything, invested, or gift subbed or bit donations, gift donations, thank you guys so much. Bigfoot and Harold, thank you very much for the bits there over on TikTok there. All of it goes to my staff, so I really appreciate you guys for your support. If for those of you who are going to the website right now and you aren't really seeing anything, I had an issue with Shopify this past weekend because they decided to hold all our money hostage. Because they decided after 3 years of being with them, they're like, hey, we have no record of you being allowed to sell any of this stuff on your website. And so please submit all your paperwork, AKA your invoices and your contracts with your distributors, which I do have, and I sent to them. But they said it could take anywhere between 3 to 5 business days to 10 business days. So 2 to 3 weeks to review and process everything. So until then, you will not be getting your payouts, which is illegal in my opinion. But so I was forced to delete over 3,000 items from our website that I will have to manually enter in one by one again later on. I won't go into those reasons. It's a longer discussion with a web admin, but unfortunately, that's my reality right now. So there's nothing on the website other than the investment and lifetime memberships, which are ours. That was a fun weekend. I still don't have a clear answer whether or not payments have been released yet, by the way. So I'm still waiting on them to respond. I messaged them again today. I called them again today, and they were like, well, Cody, there's no point. TikTok is going away in a couple days. TikTok, I'll put it this way. I don't have the sheer amount of the volume of items to do TikTok shop properly. I tried it before, it did not work. Kiwi, what's going on, girl? But yeah, TikTok shop is going away in a couple days. So there's no point in me trying to spend the money and resources to get that integrated right now. So, Sir Merlin, yo, shit, bro, man, what's going on, brother? But Terrace will pay for your tax. Oh, God damn it. No. Don't get me political. Please do not get me into politics right now. I don't want to. Oh, my gosh. You're paying for them. People don't get it. People just don't understand. People don't understand. I think I saw a TikTok where Nintendo is coming to San Francisco. Nintendo store. Yeah, I think they are too, Bevinox. I would love to try and assist in doing something like this in Chicago, but no way can that happen in the next 4 years. Yeah, no, you're enough. That's why I'm going the route that I'm going right now. The new strategy for us going forward is to solidify our foundations with this store. It's like, again, for those of you that don't know, we put all our resources in to franchising because at the time we didn't have the full money to renovate this store, but we had people who were interested in franchising our concept. And with our discussions with our consultants at the time and the franchisees who were interested, it was like, hey, listen, we have the money to open up your dream design and business. Use us to be your flagship store to then further grow. And so that's the direction we went. And now it's nothing but regret because I don't have it. We put all our resources to essentially helping another business open up, and we'll leave it at that. I am we're gonna move on because I'm gonna go backwards. I don't want to, but either way, like we're us focusing on getting this store solidified and where it needs to will then allow us to then have the newer version of the model that honestly speaking, the last few years, with everything happening, honestly was a blessing in disguise because it helped me identify the areas that we need to double down and triple down on. Areas that we can not fully cut out of the business, but it's like, all right, this doesn't have to be a priority right now versus this. And that's allowing me to then now with the redesign that we want to do in the next few months, implement that and see how it works. Because by the end of the year, especially in this economy, if that ends up working out, now we have the model to then go ahead and copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. And I'm hoping by the end of the year, we actually have a proper opening team. So again, I really like In-N-Out's model where again, they have a dedicated opening team that like their pure job is to go into a brand new location store, get that place set up, wired, designed, everything's ready to go. They also then hire and train the opening team. So the new team that's going to take over that location, once the management and the initial team is in place, then they move on to the next location. Hence, they're the opening crew. And it's just like, it's a factory line as they keep opening places. And that's why you get that consistency. And so I'm hoping to do that with our location too. Yes, Sir Merlin, thank you for the follow. Let's go. Fun fact, creator of IKEA became the, really? Oh, he became part of the government. Okay. You can either submit punishments or list out ones you want to add to. So that's fine. That's how it works there. D Dowdy, Bevinox, even through Cafe 7 Bay Area is focusing on the lounge side. Do you think they will still be able to sell trade? Yes and no. So the Gamers Heaven store that's opening up in the Bay Area is literally opening up right next to another card shop, which is fine because it's actually meant to serve as a proof of concept that, listen, that is not main. Like, I want to really drive it home to people. You don't have to open up a card shop to have a successful gaming store, anime store business. Like, so many people of these card shop bros, these card bros and rip and ship bros, because like they're the equivalent of the rip and ship, like the Amazon bros, right? You don't need that to have a successful business. That's trading card games is not everything in this industry. I don't know why people don't understand this. It's like sports, not just one sport is the dominating thing. There's other genres of it. And it's not just the games themselves. There's a whole industry around it. Everything from the professional management training, the pipeline sides of everyone from the elementary coaches through college, the trainers throughout the medical staff. There's like whole industries on that. On the entertainment side, everything from bars, sports dedicated entertainment facilities, equipment sellers, equipment resellers, jersey sellers. The trading card market, yes, is a part of that. There's so much involved in that industry, just like gaming and anime. It's not just trading cards. Like people can't get that around their freaking minds. Like, again, like for those of you on TikTok coming from my video, that rip and shipper could not comprehend. And just like some of my former Magic customers, customers who opened up their own stores in the area and they're opening up there, they could not comprehend why I did not want to be a card shop or a card dedicated store, and I wanted to focus on everyone else. Like, there's if you ever go to a convention, not everyone at a convention or a Comic-Con is sitting down and playing Magic the Gathering and Pokemon and One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh. Do a lot of them do? Yes. Many of them might be collecting, but it's not 100% of them. There's an entire market of people, genre of people that you are literally ignoring and not catering to. And if you're mad that I'm coming up and opening, and if you're mad that I'm opening to cater to those people when you're not, something's wrong with you. Like, again, the people who get mad at other people who literally do not affect their life, but you want to be mad about it because of reasons, something's wrong with you. I think that can apply to a lot of things today. Like, it still boggles my mind these days. Have you guys opened up in store in Chicago? Not yet. Again, no expansions yet. So the Santa Clara store is the one exception because he decided to stay in the. He decided to stay on as a franchisee. He wanted to see not only how we would recover and respond, but how we would. What is the new direction that we would go with the operations, knowing all the, now accounting for all the changes that happened in the last 5 years, as well as what's to come. And now he's been in development for 2 years and now he's opening. So we're now going to be in it together at this point to see how we get to the end of the year here. Got to have diversity of products in your store. Like, again, like people just don't get it. This guy really couldn't comprehend. It's like he was just like, wait, you're like, he was like, I can make you an extra $500 to $1,000. I'm like, number one, you didn't even come in with a contract to guarantee that you're gonna do that for me. But number two, though, I was like, I make more money. Like he didn't believe me. I was like, I make more money off of selling food, boba and food to my weekly Pokemon players than I do from Pokemon Sealed, because number one, I don't get enough sealed product. Like, it is allocated galore, and they are prioritizing all of their, like, I'm a longtime customer, but I'm not a longtime large purchaser of Pokemon because we've never been that type of store. Like, we tried doing it. Like, folks, Pokemon was like not dead, but it was like this for the longest time until COVID and Logan Paul happened. And then, oh, Captain, for those of you that don't realize, TikTok is like, the 90-day extension is up in a few days. I don't know if you guys seen the aggressive shift in TikTok's algorithm as of late, but the ban was never lifted. So it's going away in a few days. It's surprising how everyone kind of forgot because, let's be honest, y'all have been distracted with all the craziness going on in the last 3 months. Let's just be honest here. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. It's been batshit crazy. I think everyone can admit that. Right, Matt Long, like, that's the thing too. Like, I'm sitting here and I've been like, what's it called? My mutuals, and some people are like, hey, are you gonna make another goodbye video? I was like, I already did that once. It is what it is. I will keep streaming, keep making content until it's gone, and we'll go from there. Like, it's just like I'm just like, are they really saying no to all the tax revenue coming from TikTok and all the sales and the business it does generate? Like, are they really gonna walk away from all of that money? Sure. Okay. If it does, it does, No, that's like Cody, right? Like, the first go around when it shut down, it was gone for what? A few days, and it came back like it was nothing. I was like, okay, I guess we're back. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like, I'm moving forward. Like, I've already accepted that TikTok may not last long anymore. We're moving forward with the business. Like, again, that's why, like, I'm not here to hyper focus on what's the past and everything like that. It's about how we're going to move forward. So, Rat Bag, well, welcome back. Yeah, no, the algorithm has barely pushed our content. So, I don't blame you. Like, there was a lot of people in this past week when I've been streaming on TikTok and Twitch that they're just like, yo, I haven't seen you in a few years. You're still going at it? I'm like, yeah. My trollers act as if they, like, time hasn't passed. So it's just like, no, Cody, it is, because they have a different version of it over there. So ByteDance has a different version of TikTok over there. It's called, I forget what it's called. It's called something else over there. So, well, not even that, because you could still use it after it's supposed. Oh yeah. No, that's the thing, Dr. Cereal. Like, that's my thing. Like, I have to push the live stream because it's the only way where, like, people, I can get it, like, unless the video goes viral. And again, I freaking hate how my Pokemon video went viral for the right and wrong reasons. If that even makes sense to you guys. I had literally, the comments literally range from, like, supporters to rip and shippers either agreeing or like, hey, we're not all banned, to businesses agreeing that, hey, I just had this happen to me, to people down flat out denying it or saying that I'm a part of the problem. If you sell at MSRP, you're actually flooding, you're actually enabling these people to flood the market and sell out even faster. Like, did you not watch the fucking video? Like, I'm telling you, I'm prioritizing my players, the kids, families, and adults alike. And I'm the problem. And like, it got bad. I think like the most complex negative comment was, you see, it's like instead of bitching and complaining on here, you should be working on trying to actually grow your business. By you saying that you don't focus on cards, that is the problem with this industry right now. And that's why the distributors hate businesses like yours. I'm like, okay, buddy. Thank you for tuning in and watching the video and focusing on what we do. I have a great relationship with my distributor. That's fine. Like, we get a ton of Magic. One Piece has been growing very steadily the last 2 years. Lorcana has been steady. Yu-Gi-Oh has been steady. Everything is steady. We also buy a lot of their board games and their D&D supplies and their dice and a bunch of the other stuff that they do. But sure, here's how bad it is, by the way. Like, we've been, for all the Pokemon since Champions Path, right? Even before then, we would order like 1 or 2 cases of booster boxes and a box of ETBs because that's all was demanded of us. Not many people were coming out for Pokemon weeklies at the time and playing. Fast forward to the last 5 years. First 5 years was like that. Last 5 years, after the initial scalping craze into 2020 and 2021, it died down. But a new player base, a new collector's base emerged in kids and adults and millennials alike. And it steadied out to like, okay, we get 2 cases of ETBs, 6 cases of booster boxes, and that was good. Release weekend, it sold well. We were sold out within the next 2-3 weeks. Which is what we wanted. We didn't want we're not a business where I can comfortably just sit on, especially in the last 2 years, me paying off debt. Like, I could afford to sit on tens of thousands of dollars worth of products. So like, I had the option, just like many of these online sellers, to buy pallets of like Stellar Crown and all of these, or the older Scarlet Violet sets, right? Sword and Shield sets. I could have bought tons of those products, but I didn't because they weren't really moving at the time. And I didn't have the luxury on just sitting on hundreds of $1,000s worth of product, which obviously, yeah, hindsight, I wish I could have because they're selling for buku dollars right now, but that's not the point. I recognize that I didn't do that. But like, fast forward to right now, starting with Prismatic Evolution, actually starting with Surging Sparks, because it started spiking with the new businesses. I went from, so let's just look at booster boxes. I went from 6 cases, so 36 booster boxes, to 3 cases, 18, to 1 for this set. I went from 30 ETBs to 15 with Prismatic to 10 with Journey Together, even though I've historically bought that same amount. The thing is, though, proportionally, even the bigger online resellers also faced that drop, where they got, let's just say, 1,000 booster boxes, they got 800. They still fell too. They still took a hit, but because of their history, they still got that amount. There were stores who just opened up in the last few years that got 0 because they had no more allocations available. So like, I hope this has been a bit educational for those of you that have been sticking around. Like, there's so much more nuance than just you're a scalper. In terms of like why certain stores who you may have a great relationship with, they either got product or no product, or they ended up getting little product and they're selling for higher. Like, everyone's doing it differently. I don't know. Sorry, I just kind of went off on a major tangent in that regard. I appreciate it, Captain Vance. I'm a Pokemon fan, but some of the fan base thinks it's Pokemon and Wait, what? Hold on a sec. I'm a Pokemon fan, but some of the fan base thinks it's Pokemon, and that's it. When there's so, oh yeah, that's so true. Like a lot of people cannot get out of their own way. They just think that it is just this single avenue, and that's all there is to it. And it's sad. Like it really is. Like again, like there's so many of these people that don't understand. They're like, you see, this is like people were commenting that you see, this is why your business is failing and why, you know, you're always begging for money and not making any. I'm like, we're fine. I'm just trying to pay off our debts and then renovate the store so we can make more money. You know, like Pokemon Day was a prime example of why diversity, like me working on the diversity of our community base and our services the last 10 years is important because we could get no product support. I had zero sealed product for Pokemon Day. We had all the stuff from Pokemon, like from the Pokemon company. So the promos and the starter decks that they sent us to give out for like the fun tournaments and new players and teaching. We had over 100 people plus their families. And it was a packed house Thursday night for Pokemon Day. We had no sealed product. It was one of our best days of the year because of food sales and retail sales and other shit that people could buy and do in the store. What a novel concept. like one of my best Pokemon days was a day that I had zero Pokemon product. Imagine that. Now, the other side of it though is like, I kind of wish I had mountains of ETBs and stuff because I would have made a lot more money. Sure. But that's what it is. No, that's the thing, Dr. Cereal, like, it must be nice. Like, the thing is, like, I'll put it this way. It's not, I hate when people compare brick and mortar businesses to online businesses because, hey, it must be nice that you don't have to pay for a building. Like, you're paying for your house and your garage and you're just storing everything there. Like, they can literally take all the profits from their sales of that one singular product and put it back into more of that singular product because that's all they're paying for. Again, this is not me complaining, it's the reality of the situation. That's why these days, when anyone comes to me and asking me about like opening up a business, I'm like, it is easier for you to start an online business than a brick and mortar business. The brick and mortar business will be harder, but if you're able to do it, like for me personally, I want the personal interaction. I want that personal interaction. I want to actually be a part of building a proper community. Like you can only do so much when you're just a customer number online, and then you make videos addressing those customers. Like there's something to be had about meeting your fans and meeting your customer base and clientele in person. You truly build a long-term relationship in that regard. Like, I can tell you this right now. I've been around for 10 years. There's other mutual, not the same businesses, but other mutual businesses that have been around for 15, 20 plus years. They stood the test of time. Now, they still need to keep adapting and evolving as well. Like, you can't be complacent in this industry. The amount of small businesses, online businesses that I've seen that have come and gone. I've seen it. Like you guys may not realize it. Like for every successful TikToker, rip and shipper, YouTuber you see, there are thousands that have failed. Wait, right there with you, the shop. I work at Pokemon Day. We didn't have anything but sales were great. Yeah, exactly. We had people at wait. Oh yeah, wait, Ronan, were you at our store or at a different store? I don't know who all was here. Like I was like, when I came in Thursday night to stream, I was like, oh my God, there's so many people here. Oh, by the way, I bought 2 ETBs from another store, a sports card shop next to my mom's business. He was selling them at $59.99, so I was like, all right, I'll buy them. For those of you that don't believe, I can't wait. Hold on. I know I can. Where did I put the receipt? I kept the receipt. Here you go. I kept the receipt. I had the receipt. $59.99, 2 of them. I kept it for people like, he's just virtue signaling. He's just like, no. Like, I literally bought it, one, to give away as a sub giveaway, which we smashed. And because we smashed that and we got to halfway to our goal, I added it to our spring giveaway, which is happening this Saturday, unless my wife goes into labor. And then I'll be pushing it a week. Just know that. If you guys want information, everything over here, oh, you guys can't see it. For those of you on TikTok, everything on this side, over, oh yeah, sorry, the teleprompter's in the way. Everything here is going to be a part of the giveaway. I'm just giving it away for free. What? And there's more that you guys aren't seeing. How do we enter? Oh, geez. I get it. It's a weird angle. There we go. Follow us on Twitch. This is my way. If TikTok disappears, come follow us over on our Twitch page. At the end of the stream tonight, at the end of every stream, I give everyone a free entry into the giveaway. I just take the names of everyone on the list and push them over there. So it's a Twitch giveaway. And then on top of that, for every dollar you spend on the website, right now there's only investing in lifetime memberships right now. But for every one of those that you do, every dollar you spend is another bonus entry into that. And you can see all the rules. You can see all of the the rules and items that we're giving away on the website. It's like literally the first section you guys can take a look at. And then if you have any questions, you come back and ask. You work in Texas, kind of the same deal. Oh yeah, no product, right? Ronan, that's the biggest thing. When I see card shops, this is my thing. I get why certain shops reacted by going with market rate. I see all the videos. I have mutual shops that, like, there's a business up in New York. I'm friends with them. And they took the position of, well, we're selling it at market rate because you argued with us for the last several years to sell Pokemon at market rate, which was below MSRP. So it's only fair that we're now allowed to sell at MSRP and make that back. I get it. I get it. But you got to think about, like, this goes to the core of your business. If you are a business that promotes community building, you're a place for new players, you're a place for new people who want to get into the hobby. And if your only source of revenue is the sealed product, and you need to maximize that in order to pay the bills and do all that stuff, that there's something to say about how fragile your business model is. Say all you want about me, judge me all you want. Yeah, I know y'all made a shit ton of money in the last few years, but when you're like, how fragile is your model that you have to resort to scalping products at like market rate to pay the bills? Are you not able? Because in the short term, yeah, I know there's people who don't care. There are whales out there who don't care. Money is no object, and they'll pay it and stuff. But you're not taking care of the core player base, the player base that you never know who they might become and stuff. So you're not selling anything other than that to provide an experience, to want them to come in and support you in other ways. It's more of a rhetorical question, but that is that. We are not closing. No, the statement is because my wife could be going into labor any day now. Even now, like, she's having Braxton Hicks. That's why I'm so comfortably here. Once she starts having contractions, I'm not streaming at the store. Like, I'm on standby, ready to take her to the hospital. And when the baby's born, she comes home, I will be under house arrest. So I work during the day, obviously. I do a lot of everything remotely and everything. By night, I do the streaming typically, but I will no longer be able to stream from home because I'm going to need to help her in the evenings. Sir Merlin with the Prime sub. Let's go. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for being the second sub today. Let's go. So I'll be streaming from home. The thing is, last month, so the stream setup used to be in the store for the longest time. Then I took it home so that I could work on my work-life balance a little bit. But then eventually I decided to bring it back because the energy. Right now the store's closed. It's Monday. We're closed on Mondays. But any given day when I'm streaming from the store, especially during the peak hours, it's lively. The reason why I leave the mic on open saying, that's why you hear all the background noise. from all my machines. That's why I have this off right now, because you're like, without the other customers making noise here, this will be overpowering me. This is the Naruto machine. But the reason why I like to do it from here is because what I wanted the streams from all along is to be an extension of our business. No, our store is not in your area right now. But when you tune into the streams, I wanted to do my best to make it feel like you were at the store, like you were vibing with us here and everything, having that conversation. So that's what, that's what I've been doing. Product is so hard to get for all the communities right now. That's what it is. Like, again, so for me, I ended up, we had over 40 players on Thursday, and the way I stretched out the product for everyone walked away with something. I also bought a second case from a friend of mine in California. I'm not going to name him. He is a rip and shipper, but he's also a collector of, he does everything. He's not, like, ripping and shipping is not his main thing. He's mainly a collector. He reached out and he's like, hey, how much, what did you get allocated? I was like, I'm getting a case. I was like, hey, so I got some product. I can sell it to you at this price, which was just under MSRP, but above wholesale rate, right? But I was like, what, like, why are you doing that? It's like, dude, like, I've done a lot for him, so he was just way of his paying me back. So he FedExed me one of those cases. So I had 2 cases technically. I still sold everything at MSRP. Reason for that is actually the second case I was originally going to hold so I can open up singles and maybe do more like stream giveaways and other things. But Thursday night, I was just so, like, the energy in the store was toxic. I mean, like, sorry, it was intoxicating in a good way. Like, I had multiple families with all of their kids, their siblings. I had adults. I had parents playing with the kids, like it was such a diverse group of people. Everyone was there just having a good time. They were there for pre-release and they came back on a Thursday. They're excited for release. I told them how we were doing things, and, while disappointing because we couldn't get to everyone, they understood, and everyone was so grateful. I had great conversation with all the parents, and then ultimately, just because of the energy and the love that we were getting, I was just like, you know what, guys, like, you guys, many of them have been coming for 3-5 years now. And so what I wanted to do for them was, so I cracked open the second case. Hey, guys, I told them, I was like, hey guys, like, for this one, I'm going to charge $5 more because I just got to cover the margins on it. But this is, it was all the enhanced boxes. So everyone got the box topper, the promo card. But ultimately, I ended up opening up 2 of the boxes to make sure the people that participated in that that TikTok video that I made, everyone going, yo, every one of those people got it packed, and their parents got it packed. So I took care of it. Everyone, I wanted to make sure that everyone at least had a chance to open up a pack of cards. And thankfully, almost every single kid there ended up getting a hit. I had gifter's remorse. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's the equivalent of, you gave a friend a lottery ticket. It cost you $1. You're like, oh, hey, Merry Christmas. That's all I could afford. And your friend ends up winning the $5,000 jackpot. And then you're just like, you mother, like, you're now angry. That's what it was like Thursday. I was happy, but deep inside, I was like, I was going to hold these to open up singles. And I'm just like I was giving away like SIRs left and right. And I'm just like, now I did have some justice. I did open up the Volcanican SIR. It was like the last pack. I was like, all right, I guess this last pack I will open for me, I guess. So I opened it, and I didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, it's just a full art EX thing. I was like, okay. Double sleeved it. I'm looking. I was like, oh, it's like the 6th most expensive card. I'm like, oh, karma. So it's in the case. No, that's what it is. All right, chat, really quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I gotta. I've been talking for 2 hours straight, so let me just do a quick BRB, restroom BRB for those of you on Twitch. I'll be right back, guys. Just gotta go stretch my legs. Hata. Oh god, I forgot to put these away. Hooah! All right. All right. I forgot to put the me and my kids have a collection binder, so it's a semi-store collection, semi-kid my kids binder. So obviously I sold my collection off years ago, and like for some like my kids recently. Obviously they would choose now. They would choose now. To want to get into Pokemon, you know, the worst possible timing. They couldn't start last year where I was sitting on a crap ton of freaking Obsidian Flame, Stellar, Temporal, Twilight Masquerade. I had a ton of that stuff. No, they didn't want to do it then. They want to do it now. It was great. It's great. So, oh, hold on. Should I just do it like this? Yeah, I should do it like that. Kaimi, what's going on? Hey, girl. Long time no see. I know it's been like the timing has been terrible between us and stuff, but you see, are you Pokemon fan? Are you Pokemon fan? Do you need packs to open on your stream? Sorry, I forgot to put these away. I have a show. You are so addicted. No, get out of it. Get out of it now. Run while you can. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get yourself locked in. Actually, we've been doing pretty good, to be honest. Like, for just starting a few months ago. Not a bad start, to be honest. We have a couple 10s finally too. So like she only collects the 10s. You want to these? This was my biggest trade. This was my biggest trade that I did. So it's a PSA 10, Eevee, and Greninja. Yeah, these were like the big one. Oh yeah, the Eevee one's adorable. Yeah, that was my god. That trade hurt my soul. But we got there. Are we streaming tonight? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Please don't tell me you've started doing, you're not doing rip and ship stuff, right? You're just opening up packs for your own collection, right? Gotta give you the shout out too before I forget. No, my boys have been getting some insane luck. Ooh, wait, I wonder. What? What the hell did I just get reported for? What? What violation did it? Wait, what? TikTok? What did I do? Somebody tell me. For those of you sitting on TikTok right now, what in the hell did I do? That's against community. I'm just putting away my Pokemon cards and my one Yu-Gi-Oh card. Why? What did I do? What did the fuck I do? Kaimi, right? It literally like does the most random, like, it's so bad. Oh my god. I just looked up at the TikTok live. I'm like, what? What the hell? Hold on. I'm also trying to see my my recent order that I sent with my boys. Oh, it's still in assembly. All right, I don't know. Because my sons have stupid luck. So they opened up 2 blooming waters. Actually, no. You guys donate 2. So, a total of 3 blooming waters. They opened up 3. 2 of them had each an SIR Blastoise in each one of them. But the last blooming waters that they opened, they had 2 SIR Venusaurs in there. And it was just like, what the hell? I gotta upload. I gotta remember to finish uploading that video because that was just like, ooh, what? It was astonishing. It was just insane. Yeah, I always get a bunch of haters. I always get reported for a bunch of stupid stuff. The one time it was legitimate because I was watching. You guys know this too. We were watching Ghost Stories, the Ghost Stories dub. Which is a big no-no to play on any platform for extended periods of times because they definitely use some colorful language in that dub, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, you guys remember. You guys remember. So just putting these away. Boop. Sorry it's taking so long. Just putting these. I don't have a slab case. I got a slab binder. So we have a binder. So I just finished putting that. So we only have 18 right now, and I have 6 more on the. What else? What is happening right now? Unoriginal reproduced content. I'm playing our channel trailer, you fucking morons. This is our channel trailer. This is infuriating. This is why we're okay with TikTok being banned at this point. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. People report for the dumbest shit. I swear to God. Unoriginal content. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. It's playing my channel trailer up there. Are you kidding? By the way, the last pack magic. So this card. This is the one that I ended up opening. So the very last, so after giving away all the packs to the kids and families, the 1 pack left. So I opened that up. I was like, oh, the thing is, I didn't know it was an SIR. I was like, oh, it's just a full art card. Cool. I just kind of like not tossed it, but I just like put it aside. And I'm like, oh, this is an SIR. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the boys pool luck. Yeah, they opened up the Cleffa, Charmander, Ghastly, the gouging fire. They opened up all these too. Jesus, yeah. Opened up all these. God. It's all good. All right, moving on. I know you guys don't see it on your like I get it on my end. I get like a big bright community guidelines violation. You're now going to be restricted in views. I'm like, okay. Or get another one and we're going to ban your live. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know. Very dumb. So dumb. No, it's always good. Guys, oh my God, the lightning. So the thing is, it was cold today, and then it got suddenly warm, meaning I'm not surprised there's a lightning storm right now. But the power hasn't flickered, so that's good. Knock on wood. Oh my goodness. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me, Galileo. Yeah, Zeke, you should be you're not too far from me, so you're getting it too. Oh, Zeke, did your Gundam arrive yet? It should have gotten to you by now. Zeke? No. I don't believe you. Where's your order? Where's your order? Why didn't your order update? What? What? There it is. Why didn't it update the shipping? Oh, it got delayed. Okay, I gotta. I swear, Shopify, you are right there. I might have to go to like Wix or something. Like I don't want to. Like I've already gotten used to your Inner Peace. Inner Peace. For those of you Seinfeld fans back in the day, Serenity Now. Serenity Now. Oh my goodness. Oh, they took out the order number. Okay. We're getting what we got. Yeah, no, I saw that storm. So the thing is, like, because I'm a baseball fan too, so my Phillies were playing today. So it was our home opener, and we were gonna get rained out, but apparently the weather actually held out, so it was actually a great day for baseball. So we ended up winning. So we are 3-1. We're not undefeated. We shouldn't have lost the other game yesterday, but it's okay. I'm not bitter. Wix now. So we gone through like a weird cycle of websites because we started off with Squarespace. We tried Wix, went back to Squarespace, and then we landed with Shopify because of all the integrations it had like 2 years ago. So, inner peace. God. Hey, what the heck is bothering me? Oh wait, I just got it. I just read it out loud and I forgot it's the rhyme for the you have children do that. I totally forgot about that. I just read it out loud. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. That's how it goes. Let me change up the music a little bit. Oh my goodness. Kingdom Hearts. That's not it. Where's the one I'm looking for? Where's the one I'm looking for? Where's my soundtrack one? Hold on a sec. See, now I'm like, oh my gosh, mouse. Watch later. Thank you. There we go. And I say thank you for the roses. Oh, it's almost April Fool's. I gotta make a video tomorrow, don't I? Because I've done the scare videos before, so I gotta do something fun tomorrow. Oh no. Oh no, I could do what's it called here? What's the so I won't do this, but one joke that I always thought of is like, now that I'm having a daughter, what's it called here? It's because people mispronounce my last name. So imagine, so if you guys don't know my last name, it's Huang. It's spelled H-W-A-N-G. Not everyone can pronounce it, which is fine. Is this it? No, wait, I'm trying to find the. I had the. Yeah, so essentially, if you mispronounce it, you just drop the H and you say Wang, which I dealt with all of my life. They just say Mr. Wang. Okay, whatever. But there's two names in particular that growing up I discovered that this is a terrible name to have for if I had a son or daughter. Number one, if I had a son, I would never name him Harry. Say it out loud and you'll know why. Never name him Harry. And for my daughter, I like this. Okay, I'm not gonna do it because it's I don't want to do this and have it out on the internet. But for like April Fools, I could have been done like, all right, guys, we decided to name our daughter instead of Aerith or Anya, we're gonna call her Anita. Anita, N-A-N-I-T-A. You say those two together out loud. Don't say it in your head, say it out loud. And then yeah, and that would have been two terrible names to give to my children. Right? No. That would have been fine. Gamersheaven.com for the info. You know, you gotta bring this down. I put it over my face. Just kind of be like, it's been a while since I just seen the video. Just watched the video. Let's put this down here. By the way, the screen for those of you on TikTok, the screen up top is actually my Streamlabs for Twitch and YouTube. So this is what Twitch and YouTube are seeing. You guys get the one vertical camera, which is right up here. That's my oldest when he was so small. I gotta admit, that's still my favorite memory is him walking through the convention center in his walker and just how everyone interacted with. I have a longer video saved on my hard drive. I was just watching that the other day, and I just, it's one of the only memories I really have of him as a baby. So I was always working all the time. The 10-year video is going to be very surreal for me. Gosh, the 10-year video is going to be surreal for me. I have videos for over 10 years right now. I'm just like, I'm in it, folks. Sorry, I'm just, from time to time I watch the video and I'm just watching it again. And it's just like, Oh, ADRNS. I don't know. I actually don't know how to respond to that because we still have a long way to go. I'm at the point where I've given over 10 years of my life into this business. My family time, my life, social life, opportunities in terms of, if I stayed at the Vanguard Group where I would have been today. I'm just, this is the wrong music for me to listen to while watching this. This is like the absolute worst music for me to listen to while watching this because it's just like putting me in the wrong headspace. No, it's fine. What's funny is that this 5-year video you guys are watching, that was 5 years ago. And so it feels like an eternity has passed since this time. I want to say we're a completely different business, but we're not. We've just finally grown and now have the right people at the store now. And it's just... It's our first Anime NYC. Pancake with the resub. Let's go. Appreciate it, brother. And obviously, the rest of COVID is history because we went into lockdown shortly after this. So I'll put that back up there. So keep that there. No, it's a pancake. Yep. Oh, let me put this back up. So yeah, sorry guys. It's just no, it's just man. Yeah, sorry guys. I just you guys know me. I like to watch that from time to time just to reminisce. Like, I just can't believe, right? Like, the 10-year video is going to take me forever to edit. I'm going to do that in July so that it's ready for the August debut. God, it's going to be a long video. I'm going to have to make it like a major compilation of all that. It's been I don't know how to respond to that question in terms of how do I feel right now. I don't know what the equivalent is, but it's the feeling of like, you've accomplished so much, You have come so far, but you're also recognizing what you gave up, what you sacrificed to get to this point, right? It's sort of like, if I gave you guys a more modern day feel to it, the Avengers Endgame. They've won, everyone came back, but look at what they lost in the process, right? And it's just like you're excited that you're here, but at the same time you're mourning. And so it's just like for me, I don't know yet whether or not it was worth it. Right now, it's a struggle. It's been that way for 10 years, and we've come so far, but it's we still have a long way to go, and it just gets me thinking. I'm like, are we ever, right? You're always thinking that way. Are we ever going to get to that point? And it's just like, you know what? Eventually, I hope we do. Like, it's why else would I keep going here? And for me, it's just especially right now, like I'll put it this way, like people ask me, like, do you regret it? I'm like, no, I don't. I definitely don't. I definitely don't say that now, because if I were to go back and change anything in the past, butterfly effect, I wouldn't have June, I wouldn't have Daniel, and I wouldn't have my daughter that's coming on the way right now. Like, I wouldn't have any of that. I may not have some of the friendships that I have right now. I may not have the supporters I have right now. Things like I have blessings in my life right now, not just negatives and sacrifices, but I have also blessings and things to be thankful for, that I don't want to go back and say I regret all of that, because I wouldn't have these very blessings and these friendships and my new extended family if it wasn't for all of that. So no, but I have responsibilities moving forward to make sure I take care of all that and protect all that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do here. Korean Zero, you take care, buddy. A lot of people be streaming right now. Oh. There we go. A new mobile Twitch discovered. Wait, what? Twitch bug? Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on with Twitch right now in the mobile? Let's change the subject. Let me change it to more positive music. So when you come back from ads, it makes you sound like you have a helium voice. What? What? That's hilarious if that's what's doing. It really does? Well, that's different. Oh my gosh. Please, if you can, actually, Lady Onoa, why don't you, if you can get like a clip of that, because you're on mobile, if you can get a clip of that or screen record the audio, that'd be hilarious. I don't know how it sounds. That's a feature, actually, to turn on helium voices? No. No. On Twitch. Sing the Lollipop Guild? What's the Lollipop Guild song? Lollipop Guild song? Lollipop Guild song? Oh, from Wizard of Oz. We represent the Lollipop Guild. I don't even know. I don't remember how it went. It's been so long. How did it go? Now I kind of want to hear it. Why don't I remember that? Why don't I remember that? I think did I block that out of my own memory? What? wait, hold on a second. Wait, what? I didn't catch it on okay. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, I totally forgot about that. It's been forever since I watched the original Wizard of Oz. Yeah, Jink, I'll be careful on. I'll be very selective on what I put in there. I'm contemplating. No, what sucks is I have to omit a lot of 22 and 23. So 21, 22, and 23, there won't be a lot of videos. Maybe I'll upload the TikToks instead and the recordings. I kept all the videos though. For obvious reasons, there's going to be a lot of videos I can't post and I won't post. Even though they're my property, I won't post those, so. Not a lady, I appreciate that. Unless someone gives you a gift sub, so you don't have to worry about ads anymore. Keeps getting louder. There we go, Lethal. Lethal getting taken care of, Lady Unknown. No more glitches for you. Thank you for the gifts, Lethal. Jelly. Is Jelly here? Jelly, I see you lurking in the background. Jelly, are you here? Did you send something? My wife was asking. I recognized your name. Thank you. She wanted me to say, if she didn't say thank you on Discord, I want to say thank you as well. To Jelly and to everyone that bought stuff off the baby registry, guys. For Sarah, thank you guys. It's been, yeah, the Amazon one. Every little bit has been immensely helpful and just getting her in the right place. So just thank you guys. No, just thank you. Yeah, my wife messaged me about it, and I was like, she was like, "Is this a real person?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, hold on a sec." Subs overall. I think that was in the year-end like Twitch recap. Like the most Hold on. I have to check somewhere else. So I don't have that list readily available to me. Like there's like obviously like the track on here. Weekly. Yeah, it's just the weeklies that they give here. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look there. Oh no, I know you missed out. Jelly, I also saw there was a whole set of Peter Rabbit character plushies, but I probably stick with what. No, I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, Jelly. No, right now clothing and just everything else is more important. She's going to inherit a lot of the plushies and stuff from her brothers. She's most likely going to get presents from a bunch of other people as well too. So we'll see how she grows up. Possible recommendation thingy to add onto list, but probably needs versus gifts. Yeah, needs versus gifts. You're definitely fine. Ugh. Mark. All right. I thought Kaimi would be streaming by now, but she isn't. Ringo is not even well, they're live, but they're not there. Rock Bear's streaming. Trying to see who to raid right now. Red Claw streaming. Burl. Sion, no, I appreciate that. Me and my mom had a moment the other day. Like I had a moment the other day. Sarah put up all the clothing in the baby room. Like she put it all on the rack, and I just kind of like had a moment. Like I picked up the dress. I was picking up her, and I was just like, Rich might be on. Okay. If anything, I would. I'll wait a little bit then. If Loverish is coming on, I can raid Loverish. You guys just know this. I've been doing my best to be more responsible. Well, right now, with now her going to the need to go to hospital, I need to go to bed at a reasonable time. Last night I slept like 4 o'clock in the morning because I was having stomach problems. Hopefully, all that has passed today. So we'll. But if you guys have any questions for those that are rolling through or sticking around, again, this is the last week or 2 weeks here to invest into my angel, so my equity stake into the business and company. We are in the process of converting over to a C corporation. So it'll be formalizing, essentially, we're going to be formalizing shares, preferred stock versus common stock, obviously voting shares and non-voting shares, employee stock options, growth shares, and so forth. We're going to be laying that all out. This will be the last week for you to come in and buy my current equity stake, which will then convert into shares that'll be equivalent to mine. So keep that in mind. It'll be the same as me. This will be the last time. And everyone will be able to vote upon it once we're done. So we're currently working with the attorneys as we speak. And then eventually we will then present it to everyone once we're ready to. And then if everyone's good with it, after we explain everything, the lawyers explain everything, then we shall proceed forward with the change, and everyone will be in and solidified, and we're ready to go. So keep that in mind, guys. And obviously those that kind of really pushed it to get that to happen this week, you guys really rounded out. Like, again, halfway to a wheel spin. I totally forgot about that. We hit the 100%. I owe you guys a wheel spin. We'll see if that happens. I would have been streaming if it was not delayed. Huh? What? What's delayed? Oh, the Gundam. Yeah, my bad on that. I don't know why it's delayed for you there, but hopefully it gets to you, man. I sent out the rest of the shipments. Ryu Kaze should be getting his stuff this week too. Oh, man. You know what's weird? Like now that I'm thinking about the last 10 years, looking at that video, and then thinking about COVID, and then thinking about the franchising, right? Every time the store was starting to solidify itself in like revenue, right? Like events, retail, daily operations, and food sales, it was just getting to a point where it's like, yo, we're gonna be good. I decide to expand it. Takes a dip, gets up to the point of like, oh, we're getting to a good place. And then I decide to, well, COVID hits, and then we get another opportunity via TikTok and social media to either like, you know, like to get this place where it needs to, or do something like, and so I did something else. I'm just like, let this be the year and decision that I can finally get this place to where it needs to and just sit down for a bit. So the post office is slacking. You know what? Actually, let me do this. Let me start expanding my horizons a little bit more. Let me see if there's another creator I can go and support. Is everyone a VTuber now? What in the world? I just go to the just chatting page and it's just all VTubers. God, there's so many people streaming right now. Well, I appreciate you guys choosing to be in this stream, especially with all the other people who are going right now. Jeez, 43,000. Who's that? Oh, the IRL streamers. I really don't know anyone. Actually, hold on. Wait. What am I doing? Hold on. I can just see if my mutuals are live right now on my TikTok mutuals. Nope, never mind. You know what, chat? Oh, Stardew Sun. It's not my last stream from the store. It's because if you read the second part of it, my wife can go into labor any day now. So when that happens, number one, I got to take her to the hospital. But when we bring our daughter home, I won't be able to stream for the store anymore. I got to be at home to help her with the baby. I also have 2 boys I got to take care of as well too. So it's gonna be 3 kids. We're gonna be juggling. So I'm gonna be home for a while to help her get settled in. So that's why I won't be able to stream from the store for a bit here. So it's my last stream for a while until I can get back to a lot of things here. No. You're good. I appreciate Stardew Sun. But with that said, though, with TikTok potentially going with it for a few days. If you want to consider following us over on our Twitch page, this might be probably a good time for that to happen, so you can still keep up to date with what we're doing, or follow us on our Instagram page, because who knows what's going to happen to TikTok in the next few days. the 90 days are up and they could just continue like nothing happened, or something else. I'm gonna try do something. Hold on a second here. There we go. Steam. Oh, that was loud. That was loud. I don't want to play any of these games. Like they literally just kept on all the horror games. It's Bendy, Choo Choo, The Convenience Store, Hellseed, Revival, Supernatural, Amenti, Bridge Curse, Dead Space. Oh my gosh. You sense horror. I don't wanna. I'm such a scaredy cat. Ringo's playing a horror game. Your super token is on. God. Oh, it's bringing up my library titles in the front page here. Ironically, I do have Rebirth on PC that I can play through as well. Heroes. Oh my God, Heroes of Might and Magic. Oh my goodness. Oh, no one's gonna remember that. Nah, I also gotta check out Repo, right? Everyone's been playing Repo. God, there's so many games I gotta play. No, I shouldn't commit to starting anything new until I literally beat the games I need to beat first. Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta figure out how Ringo did that. Like, so Ringo has the words on stream vertically as an overlay in the chat. I've been trying to figure that out. That's an Ango question? Well, no. Welcome to Kowloon. I don't need Tomodachi sending me another late night Wendy's order. Repo is good like Among Us. I was terrible at Among Us. Like, you guys remember when I tried playing with you guys? I was terrible. I was terrible at Among Us. Like, I'm terrible at lying. I can't do the Mafia games or anything like that. I'm a bad actor in that regard. No, I know they've been playing Repo. I've been seeing them. A bit more cute. How much is the game going for? Let me see here. Oh, it's only $10. overwhelmingly positive. No lies, just collecting. The thing is, though, like with games how it is, it's already too late for me to play it. I feel like a lot of these games, right? Like it's already everyone's already moving on. Like for me, I'm at the point now where wait. April 16th. Sweet. Okay. Oh, Lunar is coming to Steam. Interesting. Are they going to release a physical copy of the disc? Oh, Gun Ho is doing it? Product info. Oh, is it going to be digital only? Oh, they're not releasing a physical copy. Boo. April 18th. Okay, I have until April 18th. Essentially, what I want to do is I'm going back to wanting to play. Honestly, because I'll put it this way, everyone else is playing those games. Like you guys are already following the people who are playing those games. Like you guys know this, my schedule doesn't really tie with them very well, and so for me when I play, you know, I want to not that I want to focus on single player games, but like. It's not even about taking people back towards a different time, but like let's just sit back and play. Like these games used to be journeys. These games used to just be your playable movies. These games used to just, you know, you can just sit there and just, you know, like the RTS games, you can just build and relax. And yeah, if I can get this on Steam, I think I'll just play it on Steam. No, I mean, in all honesty, with when I do play games with my daughter, I'm gonna want to avoid any games with like, you know, I'm not gonna play Call of Duty or Resident Evil, right? But a game like Lunar, right? It's a classic JRPG, but the music soundtrack, just from what I've heard, they, you know, it's been like the soundtrack alone should be soothing enough. Relaxing, and so yeah, so Jelly, what I'm thinking about doing, and this is actually for all of you, so whether or not we hit the goal, I said this the other week, once Sarah is doing well enough, I'm still gonna be from home, but maybe I do dedicate Mondays to coming into the store to do horror Mondays with you guys. So I still play horror games, but I'll do it on Monday nights when there's no one in the store, so I'm not disturbing anyone by my yelling. And then that won't be all the time, though. We'll have to be careful. Yes, only if Sarah gives the okay. That's the truth of the matter. So we'll look into it. But let's do this, guys. I'm gonna see if my wife is hungry for anything. So I'm gonna make sure I try to bring some food for her. And so I'm gonna get going here. Let me make sure everyone gets an entry into the giveaway. So let me get everyone's names. Copy. Go. Let me get everyone up here. Okay, we're at 44,418 entries now. This is for the spring giveaway happening this Saturday. And then, guys, tomorrow I will be on early tomorrow to stream. If Sarah's not going to labor, I will only be streaming for a little bit, so probably 3. If I start at 5 o'clock, 4 hours, but we'll be streaming, and then we're gonna raid Lloyd to celebrate his reveal of his new model. So we're gonna do that. But if anyone here, whether on Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, you guys have any questions after reviewing the website for investments, or you're still interested, tomorrow night will be the best chance for you to sit down with me, ask questions, and we can take it from there. And then we can do that, and it's literally just going to be a day by day. We'll see where things go. So with that said here, I'm going to go ahead and raid Loverish. I haven't raided her in a hot minute, to be honest, so we're going to go take care of her, and then we'll mix it up each day and everything. So let me end TikTok stream. That's good. And then I'm going to send you guys over. You guys all have a wonderful night. This is me just trying to be responsible with my sleep schedule and just sleeping. We'll get there. Eventually we'll have an evening crew where I'll stream for a good portion of the night, and then my team will take over, or another team member will take over the stream and keep going and everything. And we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll eventually have a bigger team and go from that. But, well, wish me luck. It is absolutely pouring out there right now, and thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Goodbye. Have fun supporting Loverish tonight. Take care, guys.